Hey lovelies, it's me Rene Tyler. I am getting ready today for my presentation for Vegas Fashion Week. Vegas Fashion Week is finally coming to Las Vegas. We're getting a legitimate fashion week. And I have an interview today to be one of the potential designers. So I'm going to take you on my journey and show you how I prepare for my interview.
And then now you've got your private boutique. Did I kind of catch that
You
flow
perfect.
properly?
Absolutely perfect. Yes.
As well.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity. It's just it's amazing, and I'm glad that finally a legitimate fashion week has come to Las Vegas. It's so long overdue. And Carrie, thank you so much for just making this happen because it's really really special. Let's see. All right, Brian, let me see what you got. Brian has sent us an email regarding the show. Let's see what's going on. On behalf of the Vegas Fashion Week Organizing Committee, I'm thrilled to announce that you will be a part of the inaugural Vegas Fashion Week. Yay! We're in. We're in. Okay. So, looks like we're going to be showing on the inaugural on November the 14th, 6 to 9 event at Fashion Show. So it looks like we're going back to Fashion Show. So those of you who don't know, we used to be at Fashion Show Mall. We're at Fashion Show Mall. And before that, we were at Palazzo, but we're going back to Fashion Show on November the 14th. This is exciting. So I will see you. We'll see you on the runway. We're going to get ourselves together and present a beautiful collection for you. This is exciting. Is this exciting, Chase?
Yes,
It's very exciting. I am thrilled. I am thrilled. Thank you to Carrie and LVFC for selecting me and for giving me this amazing opportunity. It's going to be amazing, and I can't wait to see you on the runway. Yay! Now back to my coffee.
All right, so what are you working on today?
Okay, this is going to be the opening number for the show. This is one of my favorite pieces, and it's really fabulous. It's a beautiful long evening gown. Evening gown in red feathers. Look at the feathers. The feathers are gorgeous. I'm just touching up all the feathers, making sure that everything is perfect. You know, I'm a Virgo, so you know how that is. But just making sure that it all looks good, everything's in line, nothing's gonna fall off. Sometimes with feathers, especially when you're working with these are some really, really nice ones. You're gonna have to just really reinforce them to make sure, because a lot of times you'll lose them on the runway, or you'll lose them because they're actually feathers. You know, they're organic feathers. So I'm excited. So this is a beautiful look. I love it. It's perfect. It's gonna be perfect for the holidays, and it's just a beautiful red gown.
So how are you feeling about Vegas Fashion Week?
I'm feeling good about it. It's exciting. You know, it's a long time coming, so it's great that there finally is a legitimate fashion week here in Vegas. And a lot of people know about the brand that are here local, or that maybe they're not local, but it's nice that finally maybe locals can come out and say, okay, I've heard of Rene Tyler. You know, I know she used to be in fashion shows. She has her own boutique. She started at Palazzo. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the turnout and see how everything's going to go. And I think with all the different events that they're having, this is something that is so needed here, because the fashion community here, I'm going to be honest with you, there's no fashion here. It's just there's no legitimate fashion that's taken seriously. I mean, people have fashion shows here all the time, and there are some great people that are really trying to do some things here. I'm not going to just like, you know, it's not to degrade anybody or talk about anybody that's doing things here, but I notice most of the people who come to Vegas and do shows, they're outside of Las Vegas. They're not like from here. There are all these different productions. Just like, you know, we've done our own production for over 40, but it's really nice to see that finally, you know, Vegas is being taken seriously for fashion, because it's definitely needed here. It's definitely needed.
And then I'm curious on your thoughts. What are some of the highs and lows of producing a collection for Fashion Week?
Well, of course, the high is definitely the conception of it all. You know, coming up with a theme, coming up with something that you know, you want to put to life. I'm not a sketcher, so I don't really sketch, but you know, I always have something in mind of what I want to do. You know, I really like the glamour, and seeing it come to life is really, from start to finish, is what I love. Fashion week and fashion shows are always, you know, there's always drama. There's always, I mean, I had that situation when we did Dallas Fashion Week that time, and you know, you have a call time and models need to be professional. You know, I try to be as professional as I can, and luckily we're in this production with Vegas Fashion Week where they're handling all the models. They have it, you know, they're very meticulous and they're really putting it together in a professional way. But I've had models show up, call time is 2:00, and we're lined up and about to go out on the runway in like 15-20 minutes prior to show, and here comes a model sashaying in like she's Kendall Jenner, thinking that, oh, hey, are you Rene Tyler? And I'm like, yeah, who are you? You know, those are some of the lows. And I've had to set models straight with that. They wouldn't do that to a Michael Kors or a Christian Siriano. They wouldn't do that to Donatella or anybody like that. You know, they wouldn't do that to a fashion designer. Why should they do it to me? I'm an indie designer. I've been in this business long enough to know the ins and outs and the professionalism. And I just think that, you know, I've worked with models from all over the country, and I just think that there's a certain amount of professionalism on their end as well, just like there is for designers. Designers need to show up on time, not come in there 15 minutes before a show expecting their models to be ready and fitted, and then they can go out and take a bow. It needs to be a collective. It needs to be something that we all do together as a team. So that's some of the lows, but the highs definitely outweigh the lows. And what's the main thing is, it's like, I remember one time somebody on Project Runway said that when you make a collection and you love it and you put it out there, you want people to receive it. It's like somebody saying that your baby is ugly. Like, here's your baby, you create this, you make this baby is born, and then people don't, they say, oh, that's an ugly baby. So that, to me, but that's what creativity is about. Everyone's not going to like you. Everyone's not going to like your designs. I do my best to do size inclusive fashion for everyone, and I just hope everyone loves what I do. And for those who don't, they don't, but those who do, that's the icing on the cake. Lovelies, I am out the door. I am on my way to get my headshots done and do some content for Vegas Fashion Week. I am so excited. I'm so excited. I can't wait. You will see us on the runway on Friday, November the 14th. Yes, Vegas, baby. Woo-hoo! right, so the countdown is on. We've got, tomorrow will be a week until Vegas Fashion Week, and I got this is my finale gown, and see, this is the stuff you don't see. This is the behind the scenes when you're gluing on rhinestones by hand to bling out this fabric that you got that you thought was going to be a little bit more blingy. Do they still use the word bling? People still say bling?
They do.
They do. There you go, bling, bling, bling. Okay, but it's exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. You know, we've done quite a few fashion weeks. This is the first one for Vegas, so it's a big deal, and I'm excited to be a part of it. And I really hope that, you know, every year, especially like with New York Fashion Week and these different fashion weeks, they're always like, oh, there's not enough plus size designers and nobody has plus size and there's only one plus size model. Well, we're gonna have three. We're gonna have three plus size models, one big and tall model. We're gonna have models over 50. We're gonna have some diversity on the runway, and that's what Rene Tyler has always been about. It's been about size inclusivity and showing the diversity, because we've had everybody. We've had trans models. I've had a size, when we did LA Fashion Week the very first time, I had a size 26 model down the runway, and people were clapping for her. And you know, it's fashion's for everybody. So I'm just gonna keep on keeping on, and thank you guys for your support. Support indie designers like Rene Tyler, because if you don't, these other brands are not going to. I mean, there's, you know, people sit on these influencers go to these different fashion shows, and they're sitting on, you know, they're like, they want to be in the Louis Vuitton show, or they want to go into the, you know, some of these higher end shows, and Dior and what have you, and it's like, hello, you can't walk in there and buy anything off the rack. You know, you're gonna have to have something custom made, and you know, so if you want to see more plus size, or you want to see more size diversity or size inclusion fashion, support brands like Rene Tyler, because we love you. This is what the brand's always been about, and it's going to continue to be about. So continue, you know, people see all of this stuff that we do, and they don't realize it takes a lot to keep this going. It takes a lot to put on a show. It takes a lot between paying models and paying for a venue and putting all of this stuff together. It costs some serious coin, and it's just indie designers, especially here in Vegas right now, you know, we're having it hard. It's been hard. It's been really hard for me. This has been a hard couple of months, but I'm pushing on, and you know, I hope for your continued support, that you guys keep supporting us, and we'll keep making fabulous clothes for you. All right. So I'll see you on the runway, Vegas Fashion Week, baby. Mwah.
We have Angela Rene, and her brand is Rene Tyler. Established in 2010, Rene Tyler is a contemporary luxury brand celebrating size inclusivity from 0 to plus. Known for dressing stars like Garcelle Bovis, Danielle Pinnock, and Tony Award winner Alex Newell. Her designs have graced runways from New York to Los Angeles, and most recently, they appeared on the off-the-field NFL Wives charity fashion show during Super Bowl weekend in Las Vegas. So let's see Rene Tyler.
Happiness.
One more time for Angela Rene and Rene Tyler. Beautiful, glamorous, stunning.